It's the very beginning of a very, very long ride, at least for me. We'll roll that intro and I'll tell you what I'm up to. So, all right, what are we doing today? Well, today we are headed up to Minnesota. My stepdaughter up there needs a computer, and we decided instead of shipping or having her come down to pick it up, that my wife, who's in tow back there in the pickup, and I would decide to just go up there and give her the computer. We have one that we're not using. And I decided that, hey, this would be a really cool opportunity to take my bike on a first time multi-state journey. I've never been out of the state with my bike, any of my bikes. I've never been beyond, I think, like 300 miles and back on my bike. This is one way, something like 632 miles, and it's going to be a long day in the saddle. And I thought, this is really a good iron butt test run. You know, how do I handle 600 miles? How do I deal with a long day in the saddle? And I get to do it with the safety of and comfort of my wife shadowing me in her truck. So that's what I'm up to with this ride. I could have just not done this. I could have just sat in the truck with my wife. Her and I take turns driving and that kind of thing. But this kind of became not only a mission to get my daughter her computer, but a stamina test run for me. And also to answer a question in my own head concerning iron butt. I want to do one, but do I really want to do one? Like, have you ever had that situation where it looks good? You see other people doing it, it looks good on paper, you're like, yeah, I could do that. But can you really? Can you? Well, I hope this half of a half butt, I hope that half of this iron butt run will answer that question for me and tell me if my body is really up to the task of a full-on iron butt. I really don't have any idea how I'm going to film this. I've never filmed anything like this at all. Normally, you know my videos, they're just talk videos where, you know, we're just going on a little ride chatting about different things. This is a full-on adventure, and I don't know how I'm going to do this. So for better or for worse, I've got the camera. I'm going to turn it on at various points here and there, and I guess I'm just going to log the journey at different intersections, and we'll see how it all shakes out. I can tell you one thing, I shouldn't be doing this trip at all, either in four-wheel or two-wheel. My lower back is so messed up right now. It's so awful. I had to have my wife zip up my left chap because my back wouldn't allow me to twist down past my waist to get to my chaps. So but I will tell you right now, just sitting here is fine. I think if I have to move, that's where I'm going to die. Anywho, I'm going to turn off the camera now, save some battery, and turn it back on at different places, points, whatever, here and there. All this might be for nothing. I might not publish any of this. I don't know. We'll see. And here's our first stop for the day. My baby, being the compulsive packer and last minuter that she is, decided that she absolutely needs to have her some Starbucks this morning. And I'm not one to deny her much of anything, to be honest. I will not be getting a Starbucks because I don't have a cup holder. So I will just sit here and patiently wait for her to get done doing the thing that she needs to do. Meanwhile, I guess I'll tell you what I'm wearing for this little road journey. I've got my regular boots, my chaps, leather gloves, my leather jacket, all my normal stuff that you normally see me in. The only difference is I have a pair of riding jeans under my chaps instead of work jeans. And the riding jeans, of course, have CE level 2 knee protection. I took the hip protection out because I don't need any more girth than what I have. And my hip protection I took out and put it into another pair of pants that I don't have with me. And but my riding jeans, of course, are aramid lined, especially in the places that the chaps don't cover. Did I bring anything extra with me? I brought my cover with me to cover the bike at the hotel. Basic set of hand tools, spare visor for when the sun starts going down, because I figure we're going to be there close to or right around after dark. You know, dusk to dark area. You know, extra batteries, stuff like that. I'm hooked into my phone with the Cardo Pack Talk, so I can get my maps going, and if she needs to call me and tell us we need to pull over for something, then she can call me and do that. That's about it. That's like literally all the prep. I gassed up, aired up made sure my tires were at the pressures I wanted them to be, and yeah, we're on it. We're doing it. So I'm going to start getting my maps going. All right, maps are on, and we're on the road again. Here we are. Just a few more feet, and this exit coming up is as far north as I've ever been on any of my motorcycles. From this point forward, it's an adventure.
This is it. This is what? If I take one more step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been.
For real. Into parts unknown, roads untraveled. There it is. I've just crossed the border of my own explorations. Yo, been traveling here for a while, been thinking about stuff, and you know, I know my wife is behind me. I know if I were to get into trouble, she's right there. But that gets drifted into the back of my mind, because no matter what, as I'm traveling down this road, just listening to the rumble of the engine and all the other noises that are common, you know, the helmet, the wind noise, all that stuff, and I'm feeling the so far cool breeze, you know, penetrate up my sleeve, into my jacket. My hands are a little bit more cooler than what they would like to be. And I'm in the quiet of my own mind, I realize that I'm still isolated. I'm still alone. I'm still in the quiet of my mind, in my thoughts, and there's nothing that can change that. I think that even if you're with a group of bikers, a group of other people, if you're in your own head and in your own helmet, on your own bike, you know, you're still in that bubble, in that space where it's just you, your bike, and the road. And that's kind of surreal to me. I don't know if I can explain why. I can just tell you what I'm feeling at the moment. And as I'm sitting here in this little bubble of mine, it's like the age of my body fades away, the pain in my body fades away, and the only thing that's real is what's right in front of me, right in the moment, the here and the now, the sound, the smells, the temperatures, you know, the things that are awakening my senses, so to speak. And what's in front of me is the great nothing, the great wide open road of dreams and possibilities. I don't know, that's just kind of what is striking me at the moment. And I like it. Oh, windmills, my arch nemesis. How do I hate thee? There are not nearly enough words in the English language to express my absolute contempt for wind turbines. We should be coming up on the Kansas-Nebraska border pretty soon. Or heck, maybe we even crossed it, I don't know. This part of the country doesn't get a whole lot of attention for border crossings that's not on a major interstate. And honestly, one would look just about the same as the other. Small variations in terrain if you know what you're looking for. And because I'm not on a vacation run, I can't just like pull over and grab pictures and stuff like that. I am out on a mission. I suppose I should say, because I haven't said it, this is Memorial Day weekend. And I want to put up front that this isn't a day for veterans. I'm a veteran. And our day is a different day. This is a day to remember those who gave their lives, the ultimate sacrifice for what they believed in, for the causes they were fighting for. And in terms of World War II, definitely our freedoms. And the freedoms of others. I mean, that was an incredible feat. So thank you to the fallen. I wish we lived in a world where you wouldn't have had to give your lives, but that's not the world we live in, and I thank you all for your sacrifices. Granite Road. Looks more like clay to me. I suppose I will point out also, for those who are interested, by now you know I'm dark siding, that's not news. And one thing I don't think I covered in my more comprehensive dark siding video was any mile per hour changes that I may have experienced. I suppose this is as good a time as any to show that to you. You can see my gauge down there. Pretty sure you can see the whole thing. Well, my gauge is saying like 71. My GPS is saying 69. That's not a bad difference. And it's actually a good difference, to keep you out of trouble. Speed limit, of course, on this road, according to the GPS and according to signs, is 70. So me just booking along at 69, that's guaranteed to keep me out of trouble both from the cops and from the lovely lady following me, because she is a she is a speed limit purist for sure. She likes to inform me by how badly I've broken speed limit laws, because we both have Life 360 on our phones, and it will rat on me and tell her how fast I've gone. Also, cruise control is working really well. I love it. I love it. Finally in an environment and doing a thing where I really am able to be appreciative of it and take better advantage of it. Just going to and from work doesn't really cut it. So another little benefit to this trip. The bike is so far running really well. Nothing is out of sorts, nothing is out of shape. Another question that you probably aren't asking is, am I carrying personal protection with me? And I am. I was going to bring my my Glock 21, but it's a double stack mag, and it prints pretty hard on even in my jacket. What I'm currently carrying is my wife's Shield M&P 380. Don't even know I have it. Don't even feel it. Do I feel like I'm going to need it? Of course not. That's not why you do that. It's always the Boy Scout motto, always be prepared. It's always that just in case, the one in a billion thing happens that you don't want. Suppose that's why I could never actually live in another country. Yeah, there's so many other countries where the medical's better, it's cheaper to live, all that. If I can't have my pew pew with me, I don't want to be there. Uh-oh, what do we got happening up here? Oh, border crossing. There it is, baby, Nebraska. We are actually here. Man, what a thing. What a thing. I thought we were going to have I thought we had trouble going to pull over. I have done it. And for a lot of you, it's no big deal, right? But for me, understand, this is the first time I've left my home state on my motorcycle. I've been all around the country. I've been to other countries around the world. But I've never been out of state on a motorcycle until this very moment. I'm jazzed. That's cool. Like I said, for a lot of you, it's no big deal. You probably, tell me I'm not the only one that's excited about the first time you crossed out of your home turf and into some place new on your bike. That can't be unique to me. And just like that, it feels like the sun got a little sunnier. So, all right, we are now in Nebraska. Mile 2. Oh man, that's so cool. That's a first, and I got to share it with you guys. Okie dokie day. Turning off the camera again until something else comes around. Okay. Well, just stopped for my first gas stop. Got 144 miles. Decided I didn't want to push it any deeper without knowing really what gas stops there are. I'm getting 37 miles to the gallon, which to me is legitimate enough. I think that's all right. Next time I need to fill up, my wife will need to fill up as well. Got me a little bit of electrolyte water. And yeah, everything's going good. We're on our way. Back is feeling pretty good too. It actually feels better than when I left. Just proof that motorcycling makes everything better. The only bad part was that gas station didn't have 91, only had 87. So I made sure to get the non-ethanol 87, but my poor bike is going to be slumming it for a little while. It'll be fine though. It'll be fine. Probably with the lower octane, the worst that'll happen is I might get a little less gas mileage. But honestly, if that's the worst, that'll be okay. Cruise control set. Blue skies ahead. And we're rolling. I did treat my leathers before we left because there's always a chance for rain or inclement weather. And I don't have rain gear per se, but I do have waterproof treatment for my leathers, and that's what I did is I treated all my leathers last night. So if we do run into rain, my leathers are my rain gear. But I gotta say, I don't think we're gonna hit rain. I don't think so. I think the highest chance of rain that we were going to get was in Kansas, and we ain't in Kansas anymore. I am feeling something that I thought maybe might be of interest. So on this particular stretch of road, it appears that it's more rutted than some of the other roads that I've traveled on so far on this trip. And I only know this because the car tire that I'm running, my dark side, it actually is wanting to follow the car ruts, right? In that section of road I just got off of. Now it's not, now there's nothing. But I just thought, I noticed it, so I thought I'd talk about it real quick and just add that to the growing library of knowledge about dark siding. And that is, it wasn't jarring, it wasn't startling. I didn't feel the need to take the cruise control off and slow down or anything like that. Although I might now because of this guy. But I could just feel it swim, the bike swim underneath me and pick up those ruts. And like I said, it wasn't bad, it wasn't startling, but it was there. It was just something that was present. So take that for what you will. That's just another added little piece of information. I don't know why that stood out to me more than like any other time my bike would pick up a rut with motorcycle tires. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know why that stood out to me. It just stood out to me that I could definitely feel a difference in the motion, if you will, underneath me. And it was just enough to notice. It wasn't, like I said, it wasn't startling or anything like that. It was just something that was there that made my mind go, oh, okay, that's new. Catalog it and pack it away. Uh-oh. Cardo, pick up. Okay, hey, say that again. I had to turn you up, baby. Okay, sounds good. Next town, we're pulling over. I'm glad you called, said that. I am actually getting kind of hungry myself. Okay. Well, boys and girls, we just got done eating lunch at the Big Red Sports Bar. And it was good. It was so good. I had me a breakfast burger, tater tots, and I am all kinds of juiced up now. I'm really pleased with the route that Google Maps gave me. I filtered it for no highways, no toll roads. And so this is what it gave us. Oh, big puffy clouds. Well, now I'm really off the path. I mean, I'm on the path that the phone is telling me, but we definitely ain't anywhere near any highway. This little turn actually took me by surprise. I was half spaced out just thinking about things. All of a sudden, she comes on and says, hey, you need to take a left. It's like, oh, and this is the left. Like, this is my type of playground, man. Out in the middle of nowhere, just a 2-lane road. My goodness. So good, so good. I like it. Some old boy's getting a little anxious. We'll let him go around. It's about as, what is that? Is that a dairy farm? Corn? Corn? Probably corn. or a combination. Pretty good sized outfit though. No, that was fluid. That both, probably, well, it had both kinds of tankers there, both milk and either corn or grain of some kind. Man, I love this. I mean, it would be prettier without the fields already being plowed under, but, you know, I'll take it. The roads are garbage. But that's okay, I'll take them too. Uh-oh, we're doing a right-hand turn up here. Everybody is. How's this gonna work out? Oh, right here? Wow. Okay. Gravel. All right. You can't see it, obviously, but I've got a small bug crawling around on the inside of my face shield. Snuck in through the vents on the helmet, apparently. Need to see if I can blow him out. I don't see him crawling around my face shield. I think we got him. Or I just blew him back into my helmet deeper. There wasn't a sign, but we are now in South Dakota. Woo! That really makes me an official multi-state traveler now, doesn't it? There it is, South Dakota. The itty bitty tiny sign. That still thrills me. Crossing another state boundary on my bike for the first time. That's I love that. So somewhere over yonder, Sturgis, Mount Rushmore, Needles Highway, all the places I'm not going to. At least not this trip. So we'll get up into around the Sioux Falls area. We'll skirt around it, head east from there, bounce into Minnesota, and then go north from there to our destination. Well, looks like we're all done with the back roads. Now we're going to get onto a proper interstate. Wahoo! Corner, baby, corner, corner, corner. Yeah, dark side and cornering. Here we go. I gotta be careful to not be too ham-fisted here. Don't want to leave my wife behind. All right, she's blocking for me. Yeah, 6th gear jamming down, 80 miles an hour. Good morning and welcome from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Unfortunately, I ran out of battery yesterday, so you didn't get to see us crossing into Minnesota. And my wife and I were both too tired and too spent to worry about stopping and changing batteries and trivial things. We ultimately did 14 hours on the road yesterday. That was crazy, and we are both paying for it. So we're going to meet up with my stepdaughter and her family and have some lunch, and then we're going to start our way home. I gotta say, when we were coming into Minnesota last night, this part of the country is absolutely beautiful. Lakes everywhere, green everywhere. It is gorgeous. And hopefully I can show you some of that on our way out today. But we're not going to do a full long day run like we did yesterday. Yesterday was a test run for both of us. She wanted to know if she could be okay driving in the truck behind me for longer tours. And I needed to know how my body would react if I wanted to do an iron butt. Let me tell you, that was revealing. Holy smokes. She absolutely does not like being in that truck that long on her own. And my body's in full-blown revulsion against what I did to it yesterday. But keep in mind, my back was already freaking way out of whack already. But like everything hurt on me when we checked into the motel last night. Everything, every joint, knees, elbows, ankles, everything was just an absolute agony.
Not the man I knew 10 years ago.
It's not the years, honey. It's the mileage.
And we ended up sleeping like 10.5 hours. So yeah, I don't know if I'm iron butt built. But, you know, we'll see. Maybe with some more conditioning, could happen, I suppose. Lose the weight, that might make it a little bit nicer. I don't know. All I know is my mind is okay. My mind was very okay throughout the entire trip, but my body, man, once I hit a certain point, my body was like, you are out of your ever-loving mind, and I'm not going to go peacefully with this whole idea. So my wife and I are going to take 2 days heading back. We're going to stop off at a 300 mile mark, and then we'll just take it easy on the way back and not kill ourselves. I'll go see a chiropractor and get my poop in a group, so to speak. And yeah, that's just how that's going to play itself out. We're almost to where I need to be, so I'm going to shut off the camera until after we're done having lunch with the fam. My goodness, it was a good time, good conversation. A little bit of shedding of tears, but it was good. It was good to get up with my stepdaughter again. Good to meet her family. Oh no, I did not secure my chin strap before we left. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna have to fix that as soon as I can. So for today, our plan is to make it down to Yankton, South Dakota. Grab us a hotel room that we hope is there because I didn't book anything. So, yeah. But it's a beautiful sunshiny day. Hot as can be. I can already feel my shirt getting soaked with sweat. But that's okay. That'll just cool me down later. Alright, well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to add too much more to this video. This isn't a travel video like one might expect. I wasn't vacationing or anything like that. There's not a whole lot to see. There's not a whole lot of sightseeing going on. I think I made this video mainly just to document my very first multi-state journey, and I did that, and I'm happy I did that, even though my body is very angry. But you know what? It was still worth it. It was still worth it to know. You know, you always got to test your limits. You always got to know where your boundaries are.
Man's got to know his limitations.
And you got to know where your weak points are. And maybe I've got some weak points that I can strengthen up. I'm going to have to sit on this and parse this information out going forward, especially if I want to do an iron butt. I have to understand the physical toll that it's going to require of me and be willing to pay that toll. And like I told my wife, I think if I do an iron butt, it will be just the one. You know, get my certificate, get my thing hanging on the wall, just say that I did it, and then be okay with shorter mileage trips. But anyway, it's a beautiful day now. My mind is awake and alert after 10 hours of sleep. And yeah, another beautiful day, another day to enjoy a good ride in a place I've never been. Out of all the states I've been to, Minnesota's not one of them. And we're going to have an easier day. I'm going to stop off somewhere in South Dakota, like I said earlier, and then we'll get a good night's sleep and finish off our journey tomorrow, Monday. But until next time, you all be good.